Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for March 21st, 2016. It's about 20 minutes before the close on Triple Witching. So far, you've missed nothing. Of course, now it could probably collapse or go crazy in the last 15 minutes. But basically, today was all about just watching slowly the market go up. Just grind up all day. Every time they tried to knock the market down, it would go back up. What were the reasons for this? Number one, buybacks. You still have companies buying back their stock, but starting on Monday and Tuesday, a majority of those companies can't buy back their stock. That doesn't mean that it has to go down, but if bearish patterns start presenting themselves, they're more likely to work in the 5 weeks of blackout prior to earnings. So that's one thing I want you to realize in there. Second thing in here is watching the Russell. So a lot of times I put up 6 charts. I have up my ES and my NQs, but then I go to this, and this is 7 charts. And we were watching this today, and we were watching the Russell refuse to go down. We were watching the NASDAQ at one time refuse to go up, and then you had the ESs that looked like they were breaking and then came back. Now we watched that we were doing a class today. I did a 3-hour class today. And yesterday did 2 hours last night of a class. Today was live trading. And we were showing that when you trade the ESs in here, and I'm looking at the top left chart, when it was going up still, the advanced decline was starting to go down. But it just had too much underlying strength for it to really make a difference today. Other thing we were watching, this is just intraday. When the ES is over here on the upper left again, we're going up. The UVXY, the volatility kept going up. That was a tell that you were going to have some kind of sell-off, and we did. We got to where almost the ESs were unchanged, but as you see now, it's just too strong for everybody. Now, what do I think now? Couple of things. Like I mentioned yesterday, I think this thing of the VIX going under its Bollinger Band is a big deal. One of the first times in 2 years this has happened. What does this mean? When you put the VIX up here, and this is an old sell and buy signal, and you go to Edit Studies, I'm going to add Bollinger Bands in here. Then what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to make it where they're thicker. For the lower band, thicker. For the upper band, thicker. What I want you to see in here is there's an old trick that when the volatility the VIX gets above its Bollinger Band and closes under it, it's usually a buy signal in the market. All these times were buy signals. Very rare is to see this today, where you got a sell signal, where the VIX gets underneath in here and then closes back in it. That's actually a potentially very negative signal for the market. I showed this also yesterday. Why am I showing it again? Because you combine that with the lack of company buybacks, and we could actually see a good sell-off next week. Now, the thing is, you can't just sit there and blindly short the market. What do I mean by that? You have to wait for the turn. And what I'm showing in here is this. We're going to show the SPX on a weekly on the left. We're going to show just a daily on the right. And the whole idea is in here is if the SPX can't find a place, start rolling over. I had a problem with the charts all day today. Let's see if we can get it to work. There we go. And if you can't get where this is under some moving averages, you have to be real careful about trying to short too early. Are we near resistance? Sure. The idea with me, and I'm scared to put it up here, I'm afraid it'll lock up, is you want to put up a shorter term chart of the SPX. And the first rollover usually creates an oversold condition down here. And then the next week rally, that's when to short it. So the whole idea is if you did it my way, it would have kept you out of a lot of trouble the entire way up. That's what I was trying to teach people in the class today. The 3-hour live trading is you have to wait for the turn, which you didn't get yet. So this weekend, I'm going to be posting a lot of charts in the Simpler Stocks of index charts. I'm going to show this VIX Bollinger Band, and we're going to go from there next week of seeing if there's certain stocks that are started looking ready to turn over. So I hope everybody can join our free trial, our $7 trial. It's $7 for 30 days. That includes an hour of a live chat with me, an hour every morning prior to the opening where we go over strategies the forum where we post back and forth, the videos at night, and also when I post charts all the time on the forum. So I hope you enjoy this. Everybody have a great weekend.